this video, I'll be showing you the advanced version of Nyle for sellers who are already having traction on the Amazon platform and they're looking for an expert level employee who is knowledgeable of all Amazon ads specificities and can run optimizations on the background without depending on sophisticated software, B2B SaaS tools that's becoming extremely difficult to use, and they're staying behind on delivering consistent results. As you may know, that there's another trend on connecting to Claude and getting some results by fetching the data and from the Amazon directly and using the Claude. But in general, the solution is becoming more and more costly, and the tool such as Nyle is delivering extremely budget-friendly results that are exceeding the intelligence-wise the typical setups that you can get by connecting to Claude. So I'm going to start by addressing some of the questions that you can ask Nyle within the chatbot on Slack, and most popular questions would be covering advertising optimizations. As you can see, that it immediately pulls the list of tasks that it sees to be performed in sequential order. So what does that mean is that it's looking where to actually focus your efforts to gain the fastest growth of your sales and your net profits. It also finds the daily net profit increases that can be achieved using the tool, and obviously looking at some of the metrics of TACOs, ACOs, and including the bid multipliers or so-called top of the search coverage. So what we can see is we not going to just get the list of recommended suggestions of the wasted ad spend, but also ability to scale the ads that are really showing some good potential with the top of the search multiplier. So it's extremely useful for those who are already leaders in their space, and they can be more aggressive on adding additional bid multipliers and getting ahead of their competitors. So what is really useful to use is the connection with Google, as Nyle works not just as a standalone Amazon platform, but it connects to popular sources of traffic such as Google, which is typically contributing over 20% of the total marketing ad spends, and it's becoming more and more important element of the full stack marketing activities. And essentially, it's just going to be giving you the full suggestions across two of these platforms in this case. Whenever we see the suggested activities that we need to run, we can just simply confirm that we agree with that, and Nyle is just going to be applying them all together. You would be able to track these changes, the logs of the tasks within Amazon if you want, and essentially just immediately see what worked and what didn't. Most of the time, the campaigns are immediately showing good results in terms of removing the wasted ad spend and getting you faster pace of the ad sales. So what other very important elements that you would be optimizing within the Nyle's Slack UI is adjustments of the prices. So what is very important these days is that the prices have to be matching the market or be at the competitive levels. And some of the sellers are overpricing their products, and some of the sellers are underpricing. And it's causing both issues with scaling ads, because whenever the prices are too high and the products are out of the markets, we simply cannot achieve good scale, or we cannot achieve good ACOS. And on the reverse, whenever we drop the price, we cannot get margins, and it's simply not as efficient as it could be if we optimize them. So what is, again, very unique about Nyle is that it's going to be tracking the market average numbers. It would be tracking the closest competitors, and it would be seeing what average prices do they get, how do they change it throughout the day, what type of discounts or deals are they running, and suggest us to adjust the prices accordingly. And this happens in sync with the ads. This is a very important element that many sellers overlook, or they simply don't know about it, but whenever the prices are changing, the coverage of the ads is also changing, as many search queries or many targets that could not be converting very well or could not be fitting within the ACOS constraints, they start converting and they start to get reasonable to be included within the campaigns. It's a very, very important element as the trading on the platform such as Amazon becomes very, very interconnected, and parameters that impact the sales and profits are uh, extremely important to be optimized altogether. So yeah, whenever we confirm specific recommendation, it just immediately gives us the changes. We can see that how it's going to be looking like within the platform. And what we also can track is the buy box. So some of the sellers who have buy box issues would be so quickly seeing the issues that arise when we